Okay, I am I am live. Yay! Hi, Jane. Let's see if anybody else pops in. All right, but I'll start off with the prayer, the armor of God. It's in Ephesians 6, but you can look it up on any search engine. The armor of God. I put on and stand firm with the belt of truth buckled around my waist. I am safe and secure with the breastplate of righteousness guarding my heart from evil, helping me live a life that honors you. I diligently put on the gospel shoes of peace, willing to go wherever you ask of me. I take and stand behind the shield of faith, protected against Satan's fiery darts of doubt, fear, lies, and deceit. Now on my head I place the helmet of salvation, keeping my mind on you. I grab hold in my hand of the sword of the Spirit, the word of God, sharp and true. I'm prepared to live today in spiritual victory. In Jesus' name, amen. I cannot believe it is Holy Week for everybody. Hi, Terminator. So we're going to talk about the book of Enoch. I'm going to do the Hebrew book of Enoch, but we're going to talk about Holy Week this week since today's Palm Sunday. Did everybody get their palms from church? I'm going to have to do that like tomorrow or Tuesday. But I got to just go and grab some palms from one of the churches. I wasn't able to make it to regular church today. I had to do it my church online. But does everybody know what Holy Week entails for the Jewish people? Because it's an interesting week. Holy Thursday is like the Last Supper for the Jewish people. That's when Jesus did the Last Supper with his apostles. That's where Judas betrayed him. And all heck went, yeah, amen to that. And it's like, I am glad that he died for each and every one's sins, because we need all the love and care in this world. Hi, Cindy. Sorry. This is still new to me. But we got through the thing. I'm going to start reading some of the book of Enoch, the Hebrew book of Enoch. But here we go. The Hebrew book of Enoch. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. Chapter 1. Yes, that's the best place you can, Terminator. He is everywhere and anywhere. Chapter 1 of the Hebrew book of Enoch. Ishmael ascends to heaven to behold the vision of the Merkabah and is given in charge to Metatron. Rabbi Ishmael said, when I ascend on high to behold the vision of the Merkabah and had entered the 6 halls, one within the other, and as soon as I reached the door of the 7th hall, I stood still in prayer before the Holy One. Blessed be he, and lifting up my eyes on high, i.e., toward the divine majesty, I said, Lord of the universe, I pray thee that the merit of Aaron, the son of Amram, the lover of peace and pursuer of peace, who received the crown of priesthood from thy glory on the Mount of Sinai, be valid for me in this hour, so that Quasaphil, the prince and the angels with him may not get power over me nor throw me down from the heavens. Forthwith the Holy One, blessed be he, sent to me Metatron, his servant, Ebed, the angel, the prince of the presence, and he, spreading his wings with great joy, come to meet me so as to save me from their hand. And he took me by his hand in their sight, saying to me, enter into peace before the high and exalted king, and behold the pitcher of Merkabah. Then I entered the seventh hall, and he led me to the camps of the Shekinah, and placed me before the Holy One. Blessed be he, to behold the Merkabah. As soon as the princes of the Merkabah and the flaming seraphim perceived me, they fixed their eyes upon me. Instantly trembling and shuddering seized me, and I fell down and was benumbed by the radiant image of their eyes and the splendid appearance of their faces, until the Holy One, blessed be he, rebuked them, saying, my servants, my seraphim, my cherubim, and my ophanim, cover ye your eyes before Ishmael, my son, my friend, my beloved one, and my glory, that he tremble not nor shudder. Forthwith Metatron, the prince of the presence, came and restored my spirit and put me upon my feet. After that moment, there was not in me strength enough to say a song before the throne of glory of the glorious King, the mightiest of all kings, the most excellent of all princes, until after the hour had passed. After 1 hour had passed, the Holy One, blessed be he, opened to me the gates of Shekinah, the gates of peace, the gates of wisdom, the gates of strength, the gates of power, the gates of speech, Dibber, the gate of song, the gates of Quadesha, the gates of chant. And he enlightened my eyes and my heart by words of psalm, song and praise, exaltation, thanksgiving, extolment, glorification, hymn, and eulogy. And as I opened my mouth, uttering a song before the Holy One, blessed be he, the holy Chayuth, beneath and above the throne of glory, blessed, and say, holy and blessed be the glory of Yahweh from his place, chanted the Quadesha. Chapter 2. The highest classes of angels make inquiries about our Ishmael, which are answered by Metatron. Our Ishmael said, in that hour of the eagles of the Merkabah, the flaming Ophanim and the seraphim of the consuming fire asked Metatron, saying to him, youth, why sufferest thou one born of a woman to enter and behold the Merkabah? From which nation, from which tribe is this one? What is his character? Metatron answered and said to them, from the nation of Israel, from whom the Holy One, blessed be he, chose for his people from among 70 tongues, the nations, from the tribe of Levi, whom he set aside as a contribution to his name, and from the seed of Aaron, whom the Holy One, blessed be he, did choose for his servant, and put him upon him the crown of the priesthood on Sinai. Forthwith they spoke and said, indeed, this one is worthy to behold the Merkabah. And they said, happy is the people that is in such a case. Chapter 3. Metatron has 70 names, but God calls him youth. Ishmael said, in that hour I asked Metatron, the angel, the prince of the presence, what is thy name? He answered me, I have 70 names, corresponding to the 70 tongues of the world, and all of them are based upon the name of Metatron. the angel of the presence, but my king calls me youth. N-A apostrophe A-R, Nar. Chapter 4. Metatron is identical with Enoch, who was translated to heaven at the time of the deluge. Ishmael said, I asked Metatron and said to him, why art thou called by the name of thy creator, by 70 names? Thou art greater than all the princes, higher than all the angels, beloved more than all the servants, honored above all the mighty ones in kingship, greatness, and glory. Why do they call thee youth in the high heavens? He answered and said to me, because I am Enoch, the son of Jared. For when the generation of the flood sinned and were confounded in their deeds, saying unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. That is in Job 21, verse 14. Then the Holy One, blessed be he, removed me from their midst to be a witness against them in the high heavens to all the inhabitants of the world, that they may not say, the merciful one is cruel. What sinned all those multitudes, their wives, their sons, their daughters, their horses, their mules, their cattle, and their property, and all the birds of the world, all of which the Holy One, blessed be he, destroyed from the world together with them in the waters of the flood. Nor may say, what though the generation of the flood did sin, the beasts and the birds, what had they sinned? What, that they should perish with them? Hence the Holy One, blessed be he, lifted me up in their lifetime before their eyes to be a witness against them to the future world. And the Holy One, blessed be he, assigned me for a prince and a ruler among the ministering angels. In that hour, 3 of the ministering angels, Uzzah, Azza, and Azel, came forth and brought charges against me in the high heavens, saying before the Holy One, blessed be he, said not the ancient ones, the first ones, rightly before thee, do not create man. The Holy One, blessed be he, answered and said unto them, I have made and I will bear, yea, I will carry and will deliver. That is in Isaiah 46:4. As soon as they saw me, they said before him, Lord of the universe, what is this one that he should ascend to the height of heights? Is not he one from among the sons of those who perished in the days of the flood? What doth he in the Raquia? Again, the Holy One, blessed be he, answered and said to them, what are ye, that ye enter and speak in my presence? I delight in this one more than in all of you, and hence he shall be a prince and a ruler over you in the high heavens. Forthwith all stood up and went out to meet me, prostrated themselves before me, and said, happy art thou, and happy is thy father, for thy creator doth favor thee. And because I am small and a youth among them in days, months, and years, therefore they call me youth. N-A apostrophe A-R. Chapter 5. The idolatry of the generation of Enoch causes God to remove the Shekinah from the earth. The idolatry inspired by Uzzah, and Azel. Ishmael said, Metatron, the prince of the presence, said to me, from the day when the Holy One, blessed be he, expelled the first Adam from the Garden of Eden and onwards, Shekinah was dwelling upon a cherub under the tree of life, and in the ministering angels were gathered together, and going down from heaven in parties, from the Raquah in companies, and from the heavens in camps, to do his will in the whole world. And the first man and his generation were sitting outside the gate of the garden to behold the radiant appearance of the Shekinah. For the splendor of the Shekinah traversed the world from one end to the other with a splendor 365,000 times that of the globe of the sun. And everyone who made use of the splendor of the Shekinah, on him no flies and no gnats did rest. Neither was he ill, nor suffered he any pain. No demons got power over him, neither were they able to injure him. When the Holy One, blessed be he, went out and went in from the garden to Eden, from Eden to the garden, from the garden to Raquah, and from Raquah to the Garden of Eden. Then all and everyone beheld the splendor of his Shekinah, and they were not injured. Until the time of the generation of Enoch, who was the head of all idol worshippers of the world. And what did the generation of Enoch do? They went from one end of the world to the other, and each one brought silver, gold, precious stones, and pearls in heaps, like unto mountains and hills, making idols out of them throughout all the world. And they erected the idols in every quarter of the world. The size of each idol was 1,000 parasangs. Those were huge idols. We should not have any idols of anything in our house, of any person or anything. Yes, I know I have wolves. Those are not idols to me. Those are living, breathing creatures. And they brought down the sun, the moon, planets, and constellations, and placed them before the idols on their right hand and on their left, to attend them even as they attended to the Holy One. Blessed be he, as it is written. And all the host of heaven was standing by him on his right hand and on his left. It is in 1 Kings verse 22, or chapter 22, verse 19. What power was in them that they were able to bring them down? They would not have been able to bring them down but for Uzzah, and Aziel, who taught them sorceries, whereby they brought them down and made use of them. This is why we should not use spells. Nobody should. Even the industries of like your movies and other things. In that time, the ministering angels brought charges against them before the Holy One. Blessed be he, saying before him, Master of the world, what hast thou to do with the children of men? As it is written, what is man, Enoch, that thou art mindful of them? Psalm 8, verse 4. Ma Adam is not written here, but Ma Enoch, for he, Enoch, is the head of the idol worshippers. Why hast thou left the highest of the high heavens, which are filled with the majesty of thy glory, and are high, uplifted, and exalted, and the high and exalted throne in the Araborth Raquah on the high, and art gone, and dwellest with the children of men, who worship idols and equal thee to the idols. Now thou art on earth, and the idols likewise. What hast thou to do with the inhabitants of the earth who worship idols? Forthwith the Holy One, blessed be he, lifted up his Shekinah from the earth, from their midst. In that moment came the ministering angels, the troops of the host, and the armies of Araboth in 1,000 camps and 10,000 hosts. They fetched trumpets and took the horns in their hands and surrounded the Shekinah with all kinds of song. And he ascended to the high heavens, as it is written, God is gone up with a shout, the Lord with the sound of a trumpet. Psalm 47, verse 5. I think I'm just going to read the 5 chapters, guys, of that. I don't know if anybody's seen my post, but I bought the whole thing of The Chosen chapter, season 1 through season 4. I've already watched season 1. I've been watching the other ones throughout Holy Week because I don't have to work my second job. I just have to work my morning job, which is nice. But I do have Easter off. I'm going to not have a live stream Easter because I want everybody to have a good Easter with their entire family, because I've got to call all mine because I've got them all scattered across the U.S. And it's just going to be fun. Does anybody want to do some trivia? Since we got a little bit of the Book of Enoch done. Because I can do some trivia. Does anybody want trivia today? Or do you just want to talk about the Book of Enoch? What did you guys think of those few chapters? And I bought this book off of eBay. The Book of Enoch, yeah. It's really interesting so far. I just read a few chapters. I'm going to have to read more of it. But it is definitely an interesting book. And I can see why they took it out of the books of the Bible. But there's also the Book of Mary Magdalene that they took out of the Bible. And I'd like to get that book and see what she wrote. And maybe some other books, even Mary, the mother of Jesus. If she wrote a book, that would be interesting to, read. But do you guys want some more trivia tonight, or just talking about like The Chosen or the Book of Enoch? Because it is a very interesting book, because it's got 3 chapters plus the Book of Jasher concerning Enoch. So, but I thought the Book of Enoch and the Hebrew book was interesting. So, but if you want me to keep going with the Book of Enoch, I can. Does anybody want something different, guys? Because I'll do something different. So far, it's a really interesting book, Jane. That's why I said it's like, if y'all want to go and get it, it's compiled by David Hammer, the 3 books of Enoch, plus Enoch portions of the Book of Jasher. There's sorry guys, but this is the book. You can get it on Amazon or eBay. I don't do Amazon. They might have thought it didn't contain enough knowledge, maybe, or it was too crazy for them. Maybe, I don't know. That's the one thing that's why I like to learn about things that are forbidden. Like certain things that are the higher ups are doing. I like to go down the rabbit hole, per se, because it's more fun to learn stuff than to be told not to go research it. Because I would rather research stuff before having somebody else's opinion tell me, oh, you shouldn't read that. That's not good for you. But go read it. And like I said, with the Chosen, I bought these at Walmart. I bought the set, the seasons 1 through 3, and then the 4th season, which Got to find where I put the, probably did somewhere. Oh. For the Chosen DVD and the Chosen 4 DVD, I paid $20 for. And for the seasons 1 through 3, like $50. But yeah, it's a very good thing. And the guy that plays Jesus, he's a really awesome actor. But I think they do show it on YouTube, but I'm not sure. I think I've seen it on YouTube. I think you just have to go to The Chosen and it should show up. But like season 1, the first episode was called I Have Called You by Name. The second episode was called Shabbat. The third one was Jesus Loves the Little Children. The fourth one was The Rock on Which It Is Built. And the last episode was a special Christmas episode, The Shepherd, which was pretty cool. I haven't seen disc 2 yet. I might do that like maybe Wednesday night, because Tuesday I think I'm going to try and do a one of the, not a live, because I don't know how. I think I'm gonna do one of those what did they call it? I'm gonna upload it, but I'm gonna, I forget what it was called, because I've seen so many people do it. A premiere. I'm gonna try doing a premiere. I'm gonna do the blessing of my doorways. Well, at least just one for you guys. But I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna upload it as a premiere. That way I can answer questions in the chat while you guys watch the video. Because, like I said, the 2 chapters, sorry guys, but the 2 verses that you need, if I could ever find them, for the 2 Psalms I know are 91 and I think 103, but let me go check. I'll be right back. Yeah, it is Psalm 140 and 91. You need to like go on your computer and find these and print them out and put them by your door. And with the holy oil, I always have the holy oil elsewhere. Where the heck? Hopefully that didn't. All right. Here's the holy oil. Holy oil. It's from myjerusalem.com. You can, it's in that store. And I'm even thinking about getting a prayer shawl, maybe this Christmas, for my husband and me. A man's prayer shawl from Jerusalem and a women's prayer shawl for me. They are definitely, The Chosen is really good. If you've ever seen, well, I don't know if anybody watches The View. They had the guy that played Jesus on The View, and The View tried catching him in a lie. And I'm not sure, because I don't really watch regular TV, but I just heard about a little bit about it. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. But so, do you guys still want me to read more of the Book of Enoch, or do you want the the Bible quiz, the Bible challenge. Because it's like, I know it's interesting and so forth. And of course, because it's like, I know I'm not really prepared on certain things, but do you guys want me to do some more Bible trivia, or do you want me to just keep going in the book of Enoch? Because I can. I just have to figure out which. I think we were on chapter 6. You guys want me to keep reading? Because I know it's only been 30 minutes, so I'm just trying to figure out what else. Because, like I said, I'm still new to this. You want me to read more of the book of Enoch, Jane? Okay, I'll do that. All right, chapter 6 of the book of Enoch, the Hebrew version. Enoch lifted up to the heavens together with the Shekinah, angels' protest answered by God. Ishmael said, Metatron, the angel, the prince of the presence, said to me, when the Holy One, blessed be he, desired to lift me up on high, he first sent Anaphiel, Tetragrammanon, the prince, and he took me from their midst in their sight, and carried me in great glory upon a fiery chariot with fiery horses, servants of glory. And he lifted me up to the high heavens together with the Shekinah. And as soon as I reached the high heavens, the holy Chayuth, the Ophanim, the seraphim, and the cherubim, the wheels of the Merkabah, the Galilim, and the ministers of the consuming fire perceived my smell from a distance of 365,000 myriads of parasangs, and said, what smell of one born of woman, and what taste of a white drop is this that ascends on high? And lo, he is merely a gnat among those who divine flames of fire. The Holy One, blessed be he, answered and spoke unto them, my servants, my hosts, my cherubim, and my Ophanim, my seraphim, be ye not displeased on account of this, since all the children of men have denied me and my great kingdom, and are gone worshiping idols. I have removed my Shekinah from among them, and have lifted it up on high. But this one whom I have taken from among them is an elect one among the inhabitants of the world, and he is equal to all of them in faith, righteousness, and perfection of deed, and I have taken him for as a tribute from my world under all the heavens. Chapter 7. Enoch raised upon the wings of the Shekinah to the palace of the throne, the Merkabah and the angelic hosts. Ishmael said, Metatron, the angel, the prince of the presence, said to me, when the Holy One, blessed be he, took me away from the generation of the flood, he lifted me on the wings of the wind of the Shekinah to the highest heaven, and brought me into the great palaces of the Araboth Raquah on high, where the glorious throne of the Shekinah, the Merkabah, the troops of anger, the armies of vehemence, the fiery Shinanab, the flaming cherubim, and the burning Ophanim, the flaming servants, the flashing Chashamatim, and the lightning seraphim. And he placed me there to attend the throne of glory day after day. Chapter 8. The gates of the treasuries of heaven opened to Metatron. Ishmael said, Metatron, the prince of the present, said to me, before he appointed me to attend the throne of glory, the Holy One, blessed be he, opened to me 300,000 gates of understanding, 300,000 gates of subtlety, 300,000 gates of life, 300,000 gates of grace and loving kindness, 300,000 gates of love, 300,000 gates of Torah, 300,000 gates of meekness, 300,000 gates of maintenance, 300,000 gates of mercy, 300,000 gates of fear of heaven. In that hour, the Holy One, blessed be he, added in me wisdom unto wisdom, understanding unto understanding, subtly to subtly, knowledge unto knowledge, mercy unto mercy, instruction into instruction, love into love, loving kindness into loving kindness, goodness unto goodness, meekness unto meekness, power unto power, strength into strength, might unto might, brilliance into brilliance, beauty into beauty, splendor into splendor, and I was honored and adorned with all these good and praiseworthy things, more than all the children of heaven. Chapter 9. Enoch receives Enoch receives blessings from the Most High and is adorned with angelic attributes. Ishmael said, Metatron, the prince of the present, said unto me, after all these things, the Holy One, blessed be he, put his hand upon me and blessed me with 5,360 blessings. And I was raised and enlarged to the size of the length and width of the world. And he caused 72 wings to grow on me, 36 on each side, and each wing was as the whole world. And he fixed on me 365 eyes. Each eye was as the great luminary. And he left no kind of splendor, brilliance, radiance, beauty in of all the lights of the universe that he did not fix on me. Chapter 10. God places Metatron on a throne at the door of the seventh hall and announces through the herald that Metatron henceforth is God's representative and ruler over all the princes of the kingdoms and all the children of heaven, save the 8 high princes called Yahweh by the name of their king. Ishmael said, Metatron, the prince of the present, said to me, all these things the Holy One, blessed be he, made for me. He made me a throne similar to the throne of glory, and he spread over me a curtain of splendor and brilliant appearance of beauty, grace, and mercy, similar to the curtain of the throne of glory, and on it were fixed all kinds of lights in the universe. And he placed it at the door of the seventh hall and seated me on it. And the herald went forth into every heaven, saying, this is Metatron, my servant. I have made him into a prince and a ruler over all the princes of my kingdoms and over all the children of heaven, except the 8 great princes, the honored and reverend ones who are called Yahweh by the name of their king. And every angel and every prince who has a word to speak in my presence before me shall go into his presence before him and shall speak to him instead. And every command that he utters to you in my name, do ye observe and fulfill. For the prince of wisdom and the prince of understanding have I committed to him to instruct him in the wisdom of heavenly things and of earthly things, in the wisdom of this world and of the world to come. Moreover, I have sent him over all the treasuries of the palaspades of Arabath, and over all the stores of life that I have in the high heavens. Chapter 11. God reveals all mysteries and secrets to Metatron. Ishmael says, Metatron, the angel, the prince of the present, said to me, henceforth the Holy One, blessed be he, revealed to me all the mysteries of the Torah, and all the secrets of wisdom, and all the depths of the perfect law, and all the living beings, thought of heart, and all the secrets of the universe, and all the secrets of creation were revealed unto me, even as they are revealed unto the maker of creation. And I watched intently to behold the secrets of the depth and the wonderful mystery. Before a man did think in secret, I saw it, and before a man made a thing, I beheld it. And there was no thing on high, nor in the deep, hidden from me. Chapter 12. God clothes Metatron in a garment of glory, puts on a royal crown on his head, and calls him the Lesser Yahweh. Ishmael said, Metatron, the prince of the present, said to me, by reason of the love with which the Holy One, blessed be he, loved me more than all the children of heaven, he made me a garment of glory, on which were fixed all kinds of lights, and he clad me in it. And he made me a robe of honor, on which were fixed all kinds of beauty, splendor, brilliance, and majesty. And he made me a royal crown, in which were fixed 49 costly stones, like unto the light of the globe of the sun. For its splendor went forth in the four quarters of the Arabath Rakah, and in through the seven heavens, and in the four quarters of the world. And he put it on my head, and he called me the Lesser Yahweh, in the presence of all his heavenly household, as it is written, for not my name is in him, in Exodus 23, verse 21. Chapter 13. God writes with a flaming style on Metatron's crown the cosmic letters by which heaven and earth were created. Ishmael said, Metatron the angel, the prince of the presence, the glory of all heavens, said to me, because of the great love and mercy with which the Holy One, blessed be he, loved and cherished me more than all the children of heaven, he wrote with his ringer with a flaming style upon the crown on my head the letters by which were created heaven and earth, the sea and the rivers, the mountains and the hills, the planets and the constellations, the lightnings, winds, earthquakes and voices, the thunders, the snow and the hail, the storm wind and the tempest, the letters by which were created all the needs of the world and all the orders of creation. And every single letter sent forth time after time as it were lightnings, time after time as it were torches, time after time as it were flames of fire, time after time rays like as the rising of the sun and the moon and the planets. Just think, guys, when God told the universe to start, just think of it this way. He hasn't told the universe to stop creating. So we're still getting planets in different parts of the universe because it's vast, and nobody knows how many other planets hold life or whatever kind of humanoids or other species there are. It'd be a cool Star Trek episode, tell you that much. I'd love to be on a ship discovering new planets that know Yahweh or God. That would be cool. Chapter 14. All the highest princes, the elementary angels, and the planetary and Sideric angels fear and tremble at the sight of Metatron crowned. Ishmael said, Metatron, the angel, the prince of the present, said to me, when the Holy One, blessed be he, put this crown upon my head, then trembled before me all the princes of the kingdoms who are in the height of the Araboth Raquah, and all the host of every heaven, and even the princes of the Elim, the princes of the Elim, and the princes of the Taphasarim, who are greater than all the ministering angels who minister before the throne of glory, shook, feared, and trembled before me when they beheld me. Even Samael, the prince of the accusers, who is greater than all the princes of the kingdoms on high, feared and trembled before me. Go ahead and get your hubby's dinner there, Terminator. And even the angel of fire and the angel of hail, and the angel of wind and the angel of the lightning, and the angel of anger, and the angel of the thunder, and the angel of the snow, and the angel of the rain, and the angel of the day, and the angel of the night, and the angel of the sun, and the angel of the moon, and the angel of the planets, and the angel of the constellation, who rule the world under their hands, feared and trembled, and they were frightened before me when they beheld me. These are the names of the rulers of the world: Gabriel, the angel of the fire; Bar-Adil, the angel of the hail; Ruchiel, who is appointed over the wind; Bar-Aquel, who is appointed over the lightning; Zaamiel, who is appointed over the vehemence; Zyquel, who is appointed over the sparks; Zaiel, who is appointed over the commotion; Zaafiel, who is appointed over the storm wind; Raamiel, who is appointed over the thunders; Taashel, who is appointed over the earthquakes; Shagel, who is appointed over the snow; Metatrel, who is appointed over the rain; Shimishel, who is appointed over the day; Lael, who is appointed over the night; Gelgel, who is appointed over the globe of the sun; O Phan, who is appointed over the globe of the moon; Kobel, who is appointed over the planets; Rahatiel, who is appointed over the constellations. And they all fell prostrate when they saw me, and they were not able to behold me because of the majestic glory and beauty of the appearance of the shining light of the crown of the glory upon my head. Chapter 15. Metatron transforms into fire. Ishmael said, Metatron the angel, the prince of the presence, the glory of all heaven, said to me, as soon as the Holy One, blessed be he, took me in his service to attend the throne of glory and the wheels, Galgalim of the Merkabah and the needs of Shekinah, forthwith my flesh was changed into flames, my sinew into flaming fire, my bones into coals of burning juniper, the light of my eyelids into splendor of lightnings, my eyeballs into firebrands, the hair of my head into dot flames, all my limbs into wings of burning fire, and the whole of my body into glowing fire. And on my right were divisions of fiery flames. On my left, firebrands were burning round about me. Storm wind and tempest were blowing in, and in front of me and behind me was roaring of thunder with earthquakes. I gotta take a drink, guys. I wonder what Terminator had to get for her husband's dinner. Okay, chapter 15. Ishmael said to me, Metatron, the prince of the presence, and the prince over all the princes, and he stands before him who is greater than all the Elohim, and he goes in under the throne of glory, and he has a great tabernacle of light on high, and he brings forth the fire of deafness, and puts it into the ears of the holy youth, that they may not hear the voice of the word, Dibur, that goes forth from the mouth of the divine majesty. And when Moses ascended on high, he fasted 121 fasts until the habitations of the Cheshmiel were open to him, and he saw the heart within the heart of the lion, and he saw the innumerable companies of the host about him, and they desired to burn him. But Moses prayed for mercy, first for Israel, and after that for himself. And he who sits on the Merkabah opened the windows that are above the heads of the cherubim, and a host of 1,800 advocates and the prince of the presence, Metatron, with them went forth to meet Moses. And they took the prayer of Israel and put them as a crown on the head. Hi, Cleo. And put them as a crown on the head of the Holy One. Blessed be he. And they said, Hear, O Israel, the Lord of our God is one Lord. It's in Deuteronomy 6, verse 4. And their face shone and rejoiced over the Shekinah. And they said to Metatron, What are these? And to whom do they give all this honor and glory? And they answered, To the glorious Lord of Israel. And they spoke, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, to whom shall be given abundance of honor and majesty, but to thee, Yahweh, the divine majesty, the King, living and eternal. In that moment spoke Akatriel, Yeshahad, Sebach, and said to Metatron, the prince of the presence, Let no prayer that he prayeth before me return to him void. Hear thou his prayer and fulfill his desire, whether it be great or small. Forthwith Metatron, the prince of the presence, said to Moses, Son of Amram, fear not, for now God delights in thee, and ask thou thy desire of the glory and majesty, for thy face shines from one end of the world to the other. But Moses answered him, I fear, lest I bring guiltness upon myself. Metatron said to him, Receive the letters of the oath, in by which there is no breaking of the covenant, which precludes any breach of the covenant. Chapter 16. Metatron divested his privilege of presiding on a throne of his own on account of the archer's misapprehension in taking him for a second divine power. Ishmael said, Metatron the angel, the prince of the presence, the glory of all heaven, said to me, At first I was sitting upon a great throne at the door of the seventh heaven hall, and I was judging the children of heaven, the household on high by the authority of the Holy One. Blessed be he. And I divided greatness, kingship, dignity, rulership, honor, and praise, and diadem and crown of glory unto all the princes of the kingdoms, while I was presiding, sitting in the celestial court, Yeshiva, and the princes of kingdoms were standing before me, on my right and on my left, by authority of the Holy One. Blessed be he. But when Archer came to behold the vision of the Merkabah and fixed his eyes upon me, he feared and trembled before me, and his soul was affrighted, even into departing from him, because of fear, horror, and dread of me, when he beheld me sitting upon a throne like a king, with all the ministering angels standing by me as my servants, and all the princes of the kingdoms adorned with crowns surrounding me. In that moment he opened his mouth and said, "Indeed, there are two divine powers in heaven." Forthwith Beth Qual, the divine voice, went forth from heaven, from before the Shekinah, and said, "Return, ye backsliding children." Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 22. Except Archer. Now, I know there isn't any Archer in the Bible, but I'd have to go back and check that. But then came Aniel, the prince of the honored, glorified, beloved, wonderful, reverend, and fearful one, in commission from the Holy One. Blessed be he, and gave me 60 strokes with lashes of fire, made me stand on my feet. Chapter 17. The princes of the seven heavens, of the sun, moon, planets, and constellations, and their suites of angels. Ishmael said, Metatron the angel, the prince of the presence, the glory of all heaven, said to me, 7 are the princes, the great, beautiful, revered, wonderful, and honored ones, who are appointed over the 7 heavens. And these are they: Michael, Gabriel, Chaquiel, Barachariel, Badriel, Pachariel, and every one of them is in the prince of the host of one heaven, and each of them is accompanied by 496,000 myriads of ministering angels. Michael, the great prince, is appointed over the 7th heaven, the highest one, which is in the Araboth. Gabriel, the prince of the host, is appointed over the 6th heaven, which is in Makan. Shataquiel, prince of the host, is appointed over the 5th heaven, which is in Ma'an. Shahaquiel, prince of the host, is appointed over the 4th heaven, which is in Zabul. Badariel, prince of the host, is appointed over the 3rd heaven, which is in Shehaquim. Barakiel, prince of the host, is appointed over the 2nd heaven, which is in the height of Miram. Rakwa Pazrael, prince of the host, is appointed over the 1st heaven, which is in Wilon, which is in Shemayim. Under them is Galileo, the prince who is appointed over the globe, Galgal of the sun, and with him are 96 great and honored angels who move the sun in Rakwa. Under them is Hanel, the prince who is set over the globe, Opri of the moon, and with him are 88 angels who move the globe of the moon 354,000 parasangs every night at the time when the moon stands in the east at its turning point. And when the moon is sitting in the east at its turning point, answer in the 15th day of every month. Under them is Rahatiel, the prince who is appointed over the constellation, and he is accompanied by 72 great and honored angels. And why is he called Rahatiel? Because he makes the stars run, Marhit, in their orbits and courses, 339,000 parasangs every night, from the east to the west, and from the west to the east. For the Holy One, blessed be he, has made a tent for all of them, for the sun, the moon, the planets, and the stars, in which they travel at night from the west to the east. Under them is Beal, the prince who is appointed over all the planets, and with him are 365,000 myriads of ministering angels, great and honored ones who move the planets from city to city and from providence to providence in the Requa of heaven. And over them are 72 princes of kingdoms on high, corresponding to the 72 tongues of the world. And all of them are crowned with royal crowns and clad in royal garments and wrapped in royal cloaks. And all of them are riding on royal horses, and they are holding royal scepters. I think they said 7, Cleo, but this is just the book of Enoch. This is the one that they say didn't have enough information. So I don't even know if this is true or not. But I'm just reading it just to see if anybody else has any other knowledge about Enoch. Because in this book, I do believe they say that the world is flat, but we know it as round. So who says both are right or one is wrong? Because we don't know. Because if we have the dome above us, like it says in the Bible in the beginning, let me go get the Bible. Yeah. Because if it says it right in the Genesis, Cleo, let me get to the beginning part, because I'm in Noah right now. Okay. When it says this, Cleo, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and earth, and the earth was without form. So it didn't have a round shape. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. So we had the sun. And God saw the light, and it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. Yeah. And the evening and the morning were the first day of the week. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. So when he says that, do you guys think the dome that everybody thinks, because this is a really topic that is kind of not spoken about, because we don't really know if there truly is a dome above us. I mean, we have the atmosphere, but is the Bible actually telling the truth? And we're getting no good answers from the scientists. They're saying the world is round and other stuff, So, and the God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. So I have no clue on that. That's just an interesting fact for what everybody thinks, you know? And that would be a good question to ask Dana, Cleo, about that in the beginning of the Bible. Because at this point, I'm kind of confused on, were we being told the truth when we were in school about the earth? Is it actually flat and still round? Or is it a ball like the scientists say it's a ball? But do you guys still want me to go more of the book of Enoch with the book of Hebrew? It does not say how high up. That is true, Cleo. But I would say where the like how sorry guys, like say, you know how the rainbow arches? I believe that's where our dome is, but we don't know because nobody's ever tested that. Because there's so many theories out there, we don't know which ones are true now, do we? Because it's just weird. Sorry, guys. I got to take my allergy meds tonight before I go to bed. But yeah, that the question about how many heavens, I would just say one, but because it does say every knee will bend when God comes down, Cleo. So it won't matter how many heavens there are because we all are one people. Yeah. True. I have looked out of the plane's window and it is not flat. It does have a curvature, but certain pilots that I've even asked, and they're like, they even say it's still curved. Some do and some don't. They say it's flat. It's just a straight line. But when we get up to the glory of heaven, I think we'll all know the answers that we seek because he will tell us or show us when we get up there. Is there any other questions about the book of Enoch tonight, guys? Because I know probably everybody's got some questions about the book. It's like I'll probably try to catch God's signpost tomorrow, Cleo, when I'm at lunch. If not, I'll try to just keep trying to catch them when I can. Because I know I can catch them on Saturdays because I don't have to work in the morning. I do have to work at night for my second job, which ain't too bad. It's like 2 paychecks are good. And yes, it is a little exhausting for me, but you know what? I need the money for, yeah, I will see you there if I can, Cleo, tomorrow and whenever. And I am going to try to do one of those, like a live stream that's live, Cleo, but I get to be the premiere. I don't know if Dana's ever done one, but I'm going to try to do a premiere on Tuesday after I get home. Yeah, the world is not flat, but neither is a ball. That's true. Look at if I had a map in here, I would say, look at the maps. If that's how the world is, then that's really, really cool. So, but yeah. Is there anything else anybody would like to know? because I know we've been on for an hour and 9 minutes, and I mean, heck, I only got 5 of you in here. That's not too bad. Wonder if Terminator got back and got her husband's dinner. But yeah. Does anybody have any other questions, like Bible questions that I could possibly answer? Because okay, I'm in the book of Isaiah. Yeah, because Tuesday, I'm still going to do my reading of the book of Isaiah. It'll be chapters 37 through 48, which will be nice. But yeah, I'm going to try to do a premiere on Tuesday on how to bless your house with the holy oil and with the 2 Psalms, 140 and 91. But you also can say a prayer before to make sure that evil stays out of your house. That is true. Is everybody okay with the hour and 15 minutes? Because I am a little tired. I did work today, 5 hours, but that's not too bad. It was a breakfast that I worked for one of the diners that I work for. If everybody's okay, I'm going to say the end prayer again. I'm going to say the armor of God so we're all protected against the evil that's in the world. Is that okay, everybody? I don't know if Terminator's coming back on or not, but I'm going to get off in a few minutes, okay? I'm going to read the armor of God. Okay, cool. Thank you, Cleo. Okay, the armor of God. It is in Ephesians 6, but you can look it up on any search engine. Thank you, Jane. The armor of God. I put on and stand firm with the belt of truth buckled around my waist. I am safe and secure with the breastplate of righteousness, guarding my heart from evil, helping me live a life that honors you. I diligently put on the gospel shoes of peace, willing to go wherever you ask of me. I take and stand behind the shield of faith, protected against Satan's fiery darts of doubt, fear, lies, and deceit. Now on my head I place the helmet of salvation, keeping my mind on you. I grab hold in my hand of the sword of the Spirit, the word of God, sharp and true. I am prepared to live today in spiritual victory. In Jesus' name, amen, folks. Amen. And don't forget, next Sunday, we're not going to have a live stream because I want each and every one of you to enjoy your Easter dinners with your families. And if you have friends over, enjoy it with your friends and loved ones, folks, because you never know when he's going to come and get us. So just be prepared, love one another, and please be kind to everyone. Doesn't matter who they are, what religion they are, because to me, religion doesn't matter. As long as you love God and his son and everyone that's around you, because you are God's temple. So treat it nicely. All right. Love all you guys. Have a very good night. And God bless each and every one of you. Thank you. And have a good night, guys.